to another whiskey review with me, the Whiskey Novice. Good to be back with you once again. Thank you for being here. Yes, it is review number 75 and part 4 and the last part of my series, Irish Oddballs. Looking at some Irish whiskies, just a little out of the ordinary, a little off the wall, a little not run of the mill, whatever, you know. And this, as I say, is the last one of the series, and we're with Teeling down there in Dublin. Now, let's tell you the story behind my purchase of this bottle, shall I? Before we go any further. During 2020's lockdown, one of the lockdowns, most distilleries, I think, closed their doors to the public and started selling stuff that was a little off the wall. And by that I mean like distillery exclusives, stuff that you wouldn't have bought online prior to these distilleries closing down. And somebody informed me that Teeling were selling their bottle your own online from their online shop. And for a long time, Teeling, as most of us know, is still a young distillery. So a lot of what they were bottling, a lot of what they were selling was still sourced whiskey. We'll not go into that. I've probably talked about it before. Some of it great stuff. Most of it great stuff. But this was the bottle your own single cask. So given the opportunity to pick up a bottle of their own spirit, I jumped at the chance because I've just been dying to. Teeling just to me had or has such a great, you know, that there's great things coming for it. So I just wanted to try their spirit. I'd heard great things, wanted to try their spirit and see what it was like for myself. This is, as I say, this would be a distillery exclusive bottle your own. It's bottled at, I don't even think it's on here. It's bottled, yes, 64.1%. All right, so it's a bit hefty. This was cask number 2,600. No, 26499. That's what it was. I knew it was in there somewhere. 26499. It was laid down in 2015. Yeah. The 2nd of the 9th, 15, and bottled for me on the 30th of June 2020. So, 5-year-old whiskey. It's young. It's strong. It's all natural. We'll give it that. Okay? So, there's the story. What's it like? But yet again, some of us out there, that I've given you the cask number, some of us out there will have the same, have a bottle from the same cask. So if you do, let me know your thoughts. I'm about to let you know mine. It's incredibly tight. This does not like, I've had this poured a while. When I did my tasting notes, it was sitting for ages. It doesn't like to give up early. When it does start to give, when it does start to release, there are some fresh citrusy notes. There's a hint of lemon, hint of orange. There's, I get a digestive biscuit note. The nose does not beat you around. You wouldn't know this was 64.1% by any means on the nose. The alcohol isn't there to bite you at all. Slight cardboard note, slightly resinous. Didn't find mention of what sort of cask. I think, or did I? Actually, I think actually it was, you're looking at virgin oak, American virgin oak. Unripe tomatoes or green tomatoes, strangely. Some weird notes in this that I've never got in other whiskies. Slightly resinous, pine sap, honey, and as I said, some of those citrus notes. Very tight, very little giving up on the nose. So, into the palate. Sharp, bitter, dry, bitter, sweet, sharp. The alcohol is there now. I may well lose my voice here. It's woody. It's typical of virgin oak. The jury's still out with me on virgin oak. I will be approaching more virgin oak whiskies in the near future, and we'll get back to it then. Really hot cinnamon. This is not to be messed with. Very sharp, very, very alcoholic. There is a hint of raisin, plum pudding, slightly tangy, sweet. There is orange. Hint thereof. But man, oh, that alcohol. The finish is, well, it's long, it's hot, very hot, cinnamon. It's like confectionery note. The orange does hang around in the finish. I'm still getting that orange in there. It's almost a chocolate orange. But, oh, that palate. Oh, water? Aye, I think so. See that? That'll take it. And maybe more. And the problem is, it does take water, and it takes it to settle down, and more, and then it's drowned. It's gone. You've missed your opportunity. Yeah, it's already, I was messing about there, but it does just go from 150 miles an hour to dead stop, this whiskey. Actually, it's become slightly better on the nose with all that water I just put in. It's become more like a good classic Irish single malt whiskey. That was a lot of water, and now it's becoming palatable. But what's it doing? Well, it's the virgin oak. It's all oak spice. Hint of orange peel, hint of lemon. Kind of prickly, sharp. Just not terribly enjoyable, I must say. Finish, even with all that water, it's hot, biscuity, slightly sour. You might be able to tell I'm not overly fussed on this. I may have given that away. It doesn't do well, in my opinion. Now, Teeling, very, very capable. It's one of those things. It's a young whiskey. It's 5 years old, virgin oak. It's not going to put me off trying Teeling. Most of what we'll have tried, as I say, has still been sourced, but there's an awful lot of their own spirit starting to. Certainly, their single grain is now their own, and we will see more from Teeling. We will see better from Teeling. I have one small issue with Teeling, and it's that, in my opinion, they release too many finishes. They just finish. I still think, personal opinion, set up a good solid single malt that you can hang your coat on and then start and look at these finishes. For a young distillery, an awful lot of Irish distilleries are doing it, these young distilleries. It's a different finish every day of the week. Give the dust a chance to settle is the way I look at it. But, as I said, just my opinion. So, this one, I paid €100 for this, just to try Teeling Spirit. I've given most of this bottle away in samples because I just can't find a time or a place to enjoy it. You fill it with water and it just becomes something average. So, if you like this, try this. It's bleach. It kills all known germs. No, I would not suggest for 1 second that you drink bleach, no matter who thinks it's a good idea. That was just a little dig, and it wasn't very fair, Teeling. It really wasn't. I apologise for that one now. But what I would suggest is, if this is your thing, just buy yourself a good strong vodka. It's not a whiskey for sharing, although I have, as I say, I have shared a bit of it out, because more the reason why I've shared this out to people is to hear their opinion on it. Because for me, it's just not good whiskey. But I think it's the idea of it that ruins it a little for me. That I've travelled from somewhere across the world. I've visited the Teeling distillery as part of my tour of Ireland, as happens, it would appear. And I've been given the opportunity to walk away with a bottle your own. And this is what I've come away with. If it were me and I was coming from another, I'd be sorely disappointed, because it's just not great. And I've done it in other distilleries where I bought what the distillery has, what's been exclusive to the distillery, and been sorely disappointed. It just, to me, reflects badly on the distillery themselves. If you're going to keep the good stuff for exclusives in the distillery, make it good stuff. Don't just, you know, here's an offer, it's straight out of the cask. Thank you very much, but it's bogging. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Remember, there are those out there, I imagine, who probably love Teeling Single Cask. If you're getting it, a high percentage, etc., and you enjoy it, fair enough. But this one wasn't for me. So there you have it. I'll be back the next time with something totally different. Until then, thank you once again for joining me. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much to my patrons. Anyone who wishes to join that group, the details are below. Till the next time, thank you, my friends. Here's to your good health. Cheers.
Hey, thanks for watching my video. Please click and subscribe to be notified of further content.